On the news today, Godswill Akpabio calls for collaboration to boost food security. On the foreign scene, Human Rights Watch accuses M23 Rwandan forces of abuses in Congo. United States-China leaders meet in Beijing over key dispute. And in sports, Toby Amusa wins third consecutive African gold. Glad to have you join us. This is the news update at 12 and Dominion Television Ibadan. Amuluayemi Adelakon. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has called for stronger collaboration among government researchers, financial institutions, technology experts, and farmers to tackle food insecurity in Nigeria. Speaking at the National Legislative Summit on Agricultural Colleges and Institutions in Ibadan, Akpabio said agriculture has become innovation-driven and technology-based. Represented by Deputy Senate Majority Leader Issa Shiru, he stressed that modern farming now depends on research, mechanization, artificial intelligence, and climate adaptation. He added that the National Assembly remains committed to supporting policies that promote food security and agricultural development. The federal government has disbursed about 3.4 billion naira in monthly stipends to more than 73,000 beneficiaries under its technical and vocational education and training program. According to the Ministry of Education, the payments are part of a wider 13.9 billion naira intervention aimed at tackling youth unemployment and closing Nigeria's skills gap. The government said that more than 1.3 million Nigerians applied for the program, which offers tuition-free vocational training, monthly stipends, and startup support. The program is being implemented in partnership with the Nigerian Education Loan Fund and TED Fund. President of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has said his company rejected attempts by the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to increase its 7.25% stake in the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. Dangote said the decision was taken because the refinery plans to go public and allow more Nigerians to own shares in the business. Speaking in an interview with the Chief Executive Officer of the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, he also cited government policy inconsistency as a major risk to businesses in Nigeria. Dangote also mentioned that future investors in the company's businesses will receive dividends in dollars due to its growing export earnings. The Olubado of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Ladoja, has called for the integration of traditional and orthodox medicine to improve healthcare delivery in Nigeria. The monarch made a call while receiving executives of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Oyo State branch, at his palace in Ibadan. Oba Ladoja said traditional medicine remains accessible and affordable for many Nigerians and should be preserved alongside modern healthcare practices. On the foreign scene, Human Rights Watch has said M23 rebels and Rwandan forces committed serious human rights abuses during a month-long occupation of Uvira in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. In a new report, the group said more than 50 people were summarily executed, at least 8 raped, and 12 others forcibly disappeared between December 2025 and January 2026. Human Rights Watch mentioned fighters allegedly targeted civilians accused of links to local militias and opened fire on residents attempting to flee. It is now calling for independent investigations and stronger international support for accountability efforts. President Donald Trump has described his meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing as great, following nearly 2 hours of high-level talks. Despite the positive tone, major disagreements remain between both countries over tariffs, export controls, Taiwan, and technology competition. During the meeting, China repeated warnings against possible conflict with the United States over Taiwan, a key source of tension between both nations. Beijing, however, gave President Trump a ceremonial welcome, including a gun salute, cultural displays, and a joint tour with President Xi. The two leaders are expected to meet again later at a state banquet. Myanmar has proposed a death penalty for individuals who force victims to work in an online scam centers. A new parliamentary bill targets operators involved in violence, torture, unlawful detention, and coercion linked to internet fraud operations. The proposed law also recommends life imprisonment for operators of online scam centers and cryptocurrency fraud schemes. Myanmar's military-backed parliament is expected to consider the bill in June. Talking sports, Tobia Musa has won a historic third consecutive African gold medal in the women's 100 meters hurdles at the African Championships in Accra, Ghana. The world record holder finished first in 12.83 seconds ahead of Zimbabwe's Ashley Miller, while Nigeria's Adaobi Tabubo claimed bronze. Musa's latest victory further strengthens her dominance in African athletics and adds another major title to a growing legacy. The championship was held at the University of Ghana Stadium in Accra. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and X at Dominion Cars. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakos. Thank you for watching and good morning.